everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today is going to be a body image theme type of video. It's quite a new setting we've got going on here. Now that it's getting to summer here in Australia, body image is like a huge thing. I just want to make a video answering a few questions that I get asked all the time. I want my channel to be able to like help teenage girls who struggle with body image, or they want to start eating healthy and they don't really know where to start. I just want to like be here to guide people, just be someone who they can like chat to. So I'm just going to be sharing like my tips and like my personal experiences with like body image problems, and yeah, hopefully I can help you guys. Also, I think I might be getting burnt on this shoulder, but that's okay. Let's just get into this video. First off, I just want to quickly chat about like what body image is, and you know, just the general idea of body image, and then like where it could come from. To me personally, body image is just how you see yourself and like how you talk about yourself in your brain. So like, are you respectful to yourself? Are you picking out all of the negative things when you look in the mirror? Are you constantly like wanting to change things about yourself? A bit of a background. I used to be like, I had not a care in the world. I just did not care what I looked like, really. All I cared about was King Julian from Madagascar, and that was about it. Like, no problems in the world. And then year 8 here, and then like all the boyfriend drama started happening. Girls were getting more picky, like parties and like drinking and stuff in year 8. Like, I know everything is changing. I didn't do many sports like around year 7 because I broke my back. I was just very lazy and wasn't the fittest I've ever been. And whereas all the other girls like around me, they were netball, touch footy, and I just did not fit their standards, I suppose you could say that, which is horrible to say, but like that's just how I felt back then. So yeah, I had a horrible body image. It developed slowly, but then it got really bad. If you're watching this and you're in that same position, or you kind of feel the same, you just relate to something with that, then hopefully I'll be able to help you in this video, because you know, it just breaks my heart getting messages from girls who feel that way, because I went through the exact same thing and it ain't fun. It is not fun at all. I need to rotate. I'm getting burnt. No! What do I do now? A positive body image would be, you know, having respect for yourself. And a quote I found, I'll put it on the screen. It's something about like how you would treat a little child. Like, if they were hurt, like would you care for them? I can't remember all the words now. But anyway, like think about how you would treat your best friend or like a little child. Like if they were feeling sad, if they weren't happy with something, like what would you say to them? Would you keep picking apart the negatives, or would you remind them of the positive? Why not do that to yourself? What can bad body image like actually stem from? What's the time you don't actually realize like where it comes from? It just kind of is there one day. So for me, as I said before, it was like the high school thing, but it can also stem from like other people just being disrespectful. Lots of people, I actually see like this hidden body image problems when they're constantly picking apart other people. And it's honestly just a reflection of themselves. A person who's content with themselves won't go around making other people feel like absolute crap, because there's no point in it. Like another quote, we're just referencing the quote here, is people who drag you down are already below you. If someone is trying to make you feel worse about yourself, they are already feeling pretty bad about themselves, so they just want to make other people feel bad so then they feel better. Like, it's a horrible thing, but like it's just what happens, and I can recognize that really well now. If there are girls at school just like picking on other people, I'm like, clearly that's what you're concerned about. If what's making you get body image problem is that you're hearing things that other people are saying about you, then like completely disregard that, because that's their own problem and they need to sort themselves out. I used to be that person that would judge other people because I was insecure about myself, and you know, it took me a hot minute to realize what I was doing, but now I'm like, just don't judge. Sometimes it can stem from yourself. You could just be a bit too harsh on yourself, or comparing yourself to other people who you don't actually even know, like celebrities or like fitness influencers. You know, they often always have a good body, but like you don't know their whole life, like how they spend every single day, what they're eating. Like, yes, they may post a what I eat in a day video, but like it isn't going to be like that all the time. But if you're comparing yourself to them constantly in your worst moments and in their best moments, their little highlights on Instagram, then you're obviously not going to feel too fabulous about yourself. Think about bursts. Like, you hold down your camera, takes like 1,000 photos, and you go through and pick the best. And comparing one of them bad burst photos, or like when you look in the mirror after a long day, after you've eaten all your food and you've full, you're bloated or whatever. Like if you're comparing yourself to them, that's gonna just mess with your brain. Oh no, I'm off. Oh, it's nice in the shade here. I'm gonna hop out for a sec. I just need to get in the shade. Now I'm gonna talk about how to actually stop picking on your insecurities and overthinking every little thing about yourself. If your body image is stemming from like comparing yourself to other people, like just scrolling through Instagram, rethink like how much time you're spending on your phone and like what you're doing in your spare time. In your free time, are you on Instagram, TikTok, whatever it may be, just looking at other girls and stuff? Or are you constantly looking at yourself in the mirror, picking apart yourself? Whatever you're doing, if it's really negative, then let's change that. Let's use our spare time wisely to help us. For me, I had to take a week cleanse of my phone because my mental state was just getting so like clogged with like negative thoughts, and I just felt horrible all the time. In my spare time, I would read, write in my diary, go for a walk, spend time outside and with my friends and family. Make sure you're actually putting time in for yourself. Some ways to keep your mind busy may actually be to like download some apps on your phone or like computer or something in your like downtime. So I know like before bed, lots of people are just on their phones like scrolling. Being on social media before bed, maybe it's a big Minion Run, Temple Run, whatever they are. There's gajillion games that you can play that would distract you before bed. And I'm not saying be on your phone the whole time playing games. We don't really want that either. Try and find some fun games that will distract you, because I found that actually helped me. And then in that hour or so before bed that I would be on Instagram, I was having fun playing a game, earning myself some coins and baking some bread or whatever I was doing. Go on walks or something, spend time with your family, do what I do, and just like lay in your luxury pool if you've got a pool. You know, maybe do something that will help you in your future. If you're into YouTube, like me, do YouTube. I think that's been a huge help for me, actually helping myself was actually helping other people. Find a passion and spend your time on that rather than the boring scrolling through Instagram because you've got nothing better to do and you're just like hurting your brain. Another tip to overcoming your body image problems is to actually talk to people about it. For me, that was a huge step. I never really said anything, and then it just sparked conversation with this girl at school, and we had this really good chat about how we were so stressed all the time and how like social media is like can be really bad for our mental health and eating habits and like emotional eating and stuff. We just chatted about it and it made me feel so much better. And then now that since I've had this channel, I've been able to chat to other girls as well. And yeah, it's been really nice hearing someone else's opinion, and like talking to other people can be really reassuring and like put you in a positive mindset. If people are judgy because you're opening up to them, block, report, delete. We don't need that negativity in our life. They're not worth it, and come message me because I will not do that to you. What do I do if my body image is affecting my eating pattern? There are two ways this could go, really, like two main ways. You might want to not eat at all, or you might get like really emotional and just binge eat all the time. So I'm really gonna make like separate videos like go in detail about these topics. But if you're someone who is restricting your food because of your body image, that is like the worst thing you could do, because I did that and I lost my period for 2 years. It was so messed up. I looked disgusting because I was so thin. I was the unfittest I've ever been. I turned weak. I had no fun. I was so shy, and all I was thinking about is restricting, and I thought I was being healthy, but I was not. So restricting yourself is the worst thing ever. Make sure you're eating enough. If you need guidelines with that, then please go see a nutritionist or like a GP or something and get some help. You're joking me. So my camera went flat. Okay, so yeah, if you want like nutrition advice, don't go watching people's what I eat in a day and follow it exactly. Most of the successful health YouTubers are in their 20s, and what they're eating is completely different to what us teenagers need to be eating. Like, they don't need to eat as much as us. Like, we're growing, we need to be eating heat. I made a whole video on how to start eating healthy. I'll link it below and I'll put it on the screen as well. But yeah, just be careful with like who you take nutrition advice from, because some people can be very misleading. And then also, if you're on the other side and you just like want to eat and eat and eat, I mean, I get that too, because when I was really skinny, I was told that I have to keep eating more, and it was actually really stressful, because it's hard when you have body image problems and you're being told to eat heaps. And now I've kind of overcome that and I'm just fine with it. But again, I'd say go see a nutritionist and also just like get some sort of meal guidance. So then when you're eating, you'll be eating until you're actually full, and then you won't go, oh, I need to eat more because I'm not actually 100% satiated. And maybe like find some healthy snacks that you can have and that you could eat quite a bit on. And then again, that also comes to the distraction thing, like try and distract yourself. But of course, I'm not saying distract yourself from eating. Like if you're just eating to the point where you make yourself feel sick and like you want to vomit, that ain't the best all the time. My final thing is just to know that no one cares more about yourself than you. Yes, people may judge you and they may like pick you apart, but they're going to forget about it. And if it's a high school thing, just think after you're 12, you're not even going to see like majority of these people again. Like their opinions are irrelevant. And like when you get out of school, people just don't care. People want to be friends with other people because of their personality. You're just not that in that environment where you are just picking the popular group, because there's no popular group anymore. And in work, like you're stuck with them people, like you click with people who have the nice personality. If you're really worried about other people, then just think in the long run, like, are their opinions actually worth my time? Like, should I be getting stressed over this? No, probably not. It's usually no. And focus on yourself. Like, are your eating habits making you a healthier person, or are they putting you in a worse state? And check out my guide to healthy eating as well if you want some tips with that. There are lots more things I could cover in this video, but I don't want to keep you guys like in this weird quality. So yeah, if you want to see some more videos like this, we've got any more questions, comment below or send me a message. Sorry it was a bit random, you know, it's hot and I just wanted to change up the scenery a bit. Hope you guys enjoyed this video or found it a little bit helpful. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you all in my next video. I probably should get